What's good, YouTube land? That Word Collector here. Music is very important to professional wrestling. It tells you who's coming out to the ring, a little bit about them, how you should feel towards them, and it can even set up spots occasionally. So with that in mind, we're doing another top 12, this time of my favorite professional wrestling entrance themes. Why top 12? Because I like to go 2 steps beyond and rip off the nostalgia critic. This is my gimmick now, damn it! Alright, so number 12 is Beer Money! Ah yes, good old Beer Money. One of my favorite tag teams from TNA, from the good old days of TNA. You had great tag teams like aforementioned Beer Money, damn. Oh god. Just skip that in my thought, but Bad Influence. Latin American Exchange, that's what I was going for, LIX. The Dudleys, when they were there, Team 3D. Motor City Machine Guns, AJ Styles and Kurt Angle. We don't really talk about the Voodoo Kid Mafia, but we have to pick. When I think of TNA themes, I think of Beer Money. Just that intro right there says it all. And a lot of my favorite songs on this list, they become favorites just because the first thing you hear is that Beer Money, because it's a very simple gimmick. It's very easy to get over, in my opinion. It's probably my favorite of Bobby Roode's face runs, and I think WWE should bring it back. Because Bobby Roode has been meh so far, so he needs something. And come on, you could pay for the old theme. It shouldn't be that much. But, yeah. Somebody's got to be number 12, and it ends up being Beer Money. Number 11 is Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know the one. The iconic one. The most iconic song from the Attitude Era. As soon as you hear that glass shatter, you know the fight's going to go down and some beer is going to be drank. Funny enough how both of my favorite at the bottom both have to do with beer, but that's besides the point. While I haven't actually listened to the song very much, because I kind of missed the Attitude Era, it's still iconic enough that whenever he comes out, even now, or even in a video game, that song will get a huge pop. Not just the glass breaking, but the aggressive rock, I guess, to go with it. Again, not as familiar as I probably should be. But it's iconic enough that it deserves a spot on any favorite wrestling theme list. And number 10 is The Undertaker's theme. So when I started watching wrestling, when I got into wrestling, Undertaker was one of the big things that got me hooked back in early 2000s. The character of The Undertaker was insane, and I loved it. And his theme was a big part of that. You have the gong immediately that you hear that gong, you go, whoa. And then the lights dim, and the spooky music follows afterwards, and the phone goes off. Damn unprofessionalism. But it completely fits with a character like The Undertaker. The song, I know what that is. It's the same thing giving 2 different But, yeah. His theme perfectly fits for what the character of the Undertaker is, a freaking undead zombie priest-ish. But, you know, just the aura of that song with the delayed entrance of the Undertaker, it's just, it builds perfectly the thought that he could appear anywhere, and he's supposed to be a terrifying character. Plus, he would fade to black and then appear anywhere. Where to, Stephanie? I don't know. For me, it's the modern Undertaker intro is probably the one for me. I forgot to mention this at the start, but I am doing only one intro per character, so you're not going to see the same character on this list more than once. Number 9 is... Oh wait, you can't see me. Number 9 is Basic Thugonomics for John Cena. Now, when I got into wrestling, John Cena was my favorite. I know, calm down. I can already hear the boos in the comment section, but calm down. And as much as I like My Time Is Now, it's an alright song, some of the lyrics don't exactly make sense. If you've listened to it, you know. But when looking at John Cena's theme songs, I do definitely prefer Basic Thugonomics. It's a lot harder of a rap, and I'm not a rap aficionado, just my favorite genre is rap, at least for English music. So, yeah, when that... Damn it! I lost my thought. But yeah, it's good white guy rap. If that's not offensive at all. Alright. Number 8 is the King of Kings for Triple H. Now, when picking a song for Triple H, you could have gone with the corporation music. You could have gone with the game. But my choice is definitely the King of Kings. It helps that it's his current entrance theme, although he's not as active anymore. But it definitely fits the gothic rock opera that Triple H loves so much. Because I had a CD growing up, and it was full of wrestlers' intro themes. It had like Batista's theme, Rey Mysterio's Boudica 619, and kind of like an extra theme was the King of Kings, Triple H. Now, that song wasn't on TV, so I'd never heard it. So when I played it, I was completely taken back by the lyrics. It's like, friggin' corridors bathing in blood, the king murdering people. There says the king took his head, left him broken and dead. But that I was like, whoa, that's quite the song there. So, and I love Triple H when I started watching Raw. So, one of my favorite songs for one of my favorite characters. Excuse me if I can't remember everything that's on this list. Number 7 is Break It Down, D-Generation X Style. A song that still somehow outlived the group it was for. You hear that Break It Down, and it just goes, man. This is my favorite song from the Attitude Era. Ignoring everything else that's listed below it. Like, it just fits DX so well. Like, they're... I don't want to say anti-establishment, but they're, like, sexually oriented, occasionally offensive style of DX. This song fits You think you can tell us what to do? Like that, at a certain age, that just works. And whenever a video game would give me an option to use DX as my intro theme, I would always do that. I love the intro that goes with it, with the X's flying everywhere and all the suck it's. And while DX didn't do really well in 2006, this song still survives even 12 years after the group sucked. Number 6 is Written in My Face, Sheamus' theme. His first theme, at least. Yeah, this was, back in college, this was my pump-up jam. The lyrics are like, got me ready for whatever boring class was ahead of me. Like, I don't know, just... it's hard to describe. I'm not the best at describing music, but... that beat kicks in and you go, yeah! If I could encapsulate a feeling of, yeah! It would be listening to Written in My Face. Doesn't matter if the lyrics make sense, it's just awesome. Number 5 is Bullet Club. For life. How could I not put one of the most popular staples of this generation on this list? They get freaking more press out of Japan than anything Japan does. Did I have a point going with that? But no, the popping, the start of that song is just awesome. It gets me excited the way probably NWO would do back in WCW, which kind of makes sense because Bullet Club is the modern day NWO. They have yet to spiral out of control, though. So, yeah. Number 4 is Cult of Personality, CM Punk. As a martial artist, I've actually used this as my own walkout theme for one of my matches at my dojo. If they gave me an option for my own entrance theme, this is the one that somebody's going to know, mostly because other than wrestling. Like, In Living Color is pretty famous, so you're probably going to know Cult of Personality. But it fits CM Punk so well, in my opinion. Whether he was face or heel, switching to Cult of Personality was definitely a good choice. And it's created one of my favorite moments in wrestling, where he came out to interrupt John Cena week after he won the WWE Championship, and I did not read the dirt sheets or anything, so I had no idea he was coming back, and I had no idea this was a song. And when they play it and he comes out, that is one of my favorite moments. That got a big reaction out of me, because nobody I didn't realize he switched from name escapes me. This Fire Burns, which was supposed to be Randy Orton's theme before they switched it, and then just give that one to CM Punk, then they switched to Cult of Personality. So it's a whole mess. But this kind of fit what CM Punk stood for, really, in my opinion. Number 3 is Get Ready to Fly for AJ Styles. If you know me, you knew AJ Styles was going to show up on this list somewhere. But which theme to go with? There's New Japan theme, his Ring of Honor theme, his WWE theme is alright. They don't want none. When I think iconic AJ Styles, I think of his first TNA theme with the Get Ready to Fly, followed by the sparks of pyro flowing down. And it's also responsible for creating one of my biggest reactions as a wrestling fan, which would take a lot to explain, but I'll just say, eventually AJ switched for a Lone Wolf theme, but during a match, like before a match started, he was supposed to come out. And he came out, like, they played the Lone Wolf theme, but then they stopped, and then they played Get Ready to Fly, and that created, oh my god, that, I go back and watch that, and I remember just how excited I was for the old AJ Styles to come back with the gloves and everything, and the high flying. Just mostly because it's my favorite wrestler of all time, that gets it such a high spot on the list. If you want to know the rest of my favorite wrestlers of all time, check the link somewhere around me, I might have done it, to another video of my top 12 favorite wrestlers. But number 2 is Kaze Ninare for Minoru Suzuki. My other favorite style of music is Japanese music, I'll be honest. I love it. It just ticks. It ticks the yes please button in my brain. And this song, it doesn't just translate. What was the word I was? It doesn't just transcend wrestling. It transcends language barriers. Because go watch things like his new Strong Style Evolved entrance in America, and you hear the people singing along, and when it gets to Kaze Ninare, people just, like, it gets so loud, even the Japanese announcers were so completely taken aback by how everyone knew, like, to sing it and how loud they sung it. That is a great theme. When it doesn't matter what language it is, people will still sing along with that song. Also, I recommend checking out his entrance for WrestleCon, where you know it's an important song, because the wrestlers in the ring wait till all the fans have sung Kaze Ninare before they start fighting. That's how much weight singing along with the song carries. Because you do not want to piss off Minoru Suzuki. He will kick your head off. You know, the song also has a lovely backstory, because when Minoru Suzuki, I've heard he tell this story, when he first heard the song, he immediately knew this would be his entrance theme, and it has been his only entrance theme in his decades-long career. And I had another point, but I'm going to omit it because it doesn't work. But before we get to number 1, let's do a few honorable mentions. First up, Matt Hardy, Volume 1, V1. The whole V1 gimmick deserves a spot on the list for the Mattatron with the different quotes about Matt Hardy. And this song is right up there. It's just hilarious. Like, I can slam a tornado. I can dry up the sea. Yeah. If you go look on my Facebook page, which there totally won't be a link in the description, there's a photo of me in my last day of high school with like 3 other people, and I'm doing the Matt Hardy V1, and they just think I'm doing gang signs because they don't know professional wrestling. Like, that's how far back Matt Hardy goes for me. But just a lot of songs have come and gone, and Matt Hardy's V1 has kind of disappeared. You could say it was deleted. Next up in honorable mentions is the Ballad of Braun Strowman. What's that? You haven't heard of the Ballad of Braun Strowman? Well, let me just give you a sneak peek at this perfection.
Braun Strowman, called the monster among men, won the tag belts with the fan. Braun Strowman, giving no fucks while flipping the trucks. When he's on a rampage, it's time to duck. Before he throws a crate at your head, get these hands, Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, Braun Strowman, Braun Strowman hates Guitar Man. They have a fight, Strowman wins, Braun Strowman.
thank you to Brian Zane for letting me use the Ballad of Braun Strowman. You should definitely check out his YouTube channel if you enjoy making fun of wrestling, making fun of crappy movies, doing parody food, and wrestling related live streams. And also check out the original version, Particle Man by TMBG. There'll be links in the description, so go check them out. This is not a sponsorship. He did not ask me to do this. Just so you know, I decided to do this on my own. I asked it. So. Onwards. Oh, yeah. Last up for mentions is Kurt Angle. His song is just amazing. At least his WWE one. It's bombastic, it's patriotic, it's annoying. It fits whether it's a heel character or space character or any version of either of those. And surprisingly, it also gets better with lyrics. Come on, everyone. You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. Kurt Angle is the only wrestler who could get sucking.
Oh my.
Not like that. Over in such a huge way. And for that, he almost makes the list. But number one is Shadows of a Setting Sun, Shinsuke Nakamura. If you look at my phone, you would know immediately that this song is number one. I love this song. Now, I am a sucker for a violin solo. But I wasn't Shinsuke's original song was okay, and I love the violin. But if you add aggressive Japanese metal, and I am yours. It perfectly fits a heel Nakamura. Angry. Oh my god. I was completely taken aback when I saw that they switched his song, and then I've been listening to it ever since. I love how the middle of it just builds and builds and builds until it goes, oh, this doesn't matter whether I can understand the lyrics or not, or anyone. It's just an amazing song. Wakaruka. Ore no chikara. I'm not. I told myself I wouldn't sing. But I really hope they don't get rid of it if Nakamura ever becomes a face again. But even if they do, I'll still have it forever in my brain. Thank you for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time. But until then, keep it weird.